Coming up, as COVID-19 cases continue to climb in South Dakota, Sioux Falls city leaders are pleading with people to social distance and wear a mask.
And we hear from a doctor about the medication given to President Trump to treat COVID-19. Good morning. This is Keloland on the Go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your day.
According to the latest update on the city's website, there are more than 1,000 active cases of COVID-19 in the Sioux Falls area, and 110 people are hospitalized.
City leaders are calling on the public in Sioux Falls and the region to help slow the spread of COVID-19. Public Health Director Jill Franken says everyone needs to do their part.
We have got to be able to make sure we're physically distancing with each other. We've got to practice good respiratory hygiene. If you are sick, stay home and isolate yourself so that you do not spread this virus or any other infections to other people. And if you're in a situation where you cannot physically distance, you must wear a mask. I really cannot stress that enough right now.
On Monday, the Sioux Falls mayor announced face coverings are now required for city employees in common areas when interacting with the public and when social distancing is not possible. President Trump is back at the White House after spending several days at Walter Reed Medical Center. While there, he received a number of different treatments for COVID-19, including Regeneron's antibody therapy.
Avera is using the experimental antibody therapy. Dr. Jawad Nazir is the principal investigator for the trials and says they have a number of patients in that study in the outpatient setting.
We just started the trial in the hospitalized, among the hospitalized patients as well. In fact, we have used it in one patient, as well, who is doing well. We are engaged, in this trial for several weeks. We are looking forward to enrolling more patients to offer this, very promising experimental therapy.
Avera announced it was chosen as a site for studies back in September. Turning to weather now, we could see some above normal temperatures this week.
That's right. Let's see how warm it could get with meteorologist Scott Munt. Good morning, Scott.
Well, good morning to you two. We are looking at above average temperatures as we go through the rest of the work week and into the weekend. And then things slowly start to change as we go through next week. Some of those days may end up being cooler than average, but we're also looking at better chances to get some rain across the area. So warm and windy for today, highs in the 70s and 80s throughout the week. Turning cooler next week with that chance for rain. More details on the Keloland Live Doppler forecast with Brian Karstens coming up.
Thanks, Scott. This week, the South Dakota Supreme Court is hearing oral arguments in Vermillion. State versus Russ was the second case before the court on Monday. The defendant, Chad Russ, is appealing a circuit court ruling, raising the issue of whether a defendant is guaranteed a preliminary hearing when charged with an offense punishable as a felony. Also at issue is whether denial of such a hearing deprives due process.
Russ was arrested in Charles Mix County in July of 2019 for DUI. A day later, he was released on bail. In September of 2019, Russ moved for a preliminary hearing, which the circuit court denied. Russ, who already had 2 DUI convictions, argued if he was convicted of a third DUI, it would be considered a felony and therefore should be allowed a preliminary hearing. The circuit court disagreed, given the charge was still a misdemeanor at that point in the proceedings.
In this case, we would argue that because he faces a felony punishment, he should have the rights that a felony defendant has during the trial court proceedings.
So reading all of these statutes together, the one sentence that uses the language charged as a felony, along with the fact that Class 1 misdemeanors were taken out of that statute, clearly shows that the legislature did not want Class 1 misdemeanors to have a preliminary hearing.
If that were the case,
the justices will make a ruling on the case at a later date. Who is responsible for the actions of an adult with mental health challenges who breaks the law? That was the question at the heart of oral arguments Monday at the South Dakota Supreme Court. Donald London shot South Dakota trooper John Koenig on January 7th, 2015 during a standoff.
Donald, who suffers from schizophrenia, pleaded guilty to aggravated assault. He also pleaded that he was mentally ill. Koenig survived and sued Donald and his mother Bonnie in civil court.
Bonnie knew that Donald believed that the ATF had his wife captive, and she told him that they were coming for him. Donald's violence in this case was foreseeable because Bonnie knew that this would set him off.
Bonnie couldn't reasonably anticipate that Donald would become so upset that he'd get in the car, he'd drive 5 miles, he'd get the guns, he'd drive back 5 miles. Donald fired 146 rounds at law enforcement. Donald's responsible for his conduct, not Bonnie.
A judge decided that Bonnie London didn't owe the Koenigs anything. Now the Koenigs are hopeful the state Supreme Court overturns that. A ruling will be issued at a later date. And that's a look at some of our top stories.
Now let's get one last look at your weather with meteorologist Brian Karstens.
All right, weather this morning, a red flag warning in effect today, which means that fire danger very high East River, including Pier. It also includes Mobridge and all the way to Sioux Falls. So take note of that. Relative humidity in the afternoon is going to be low, and then we've got wind coming. We've got warmer days yet ahead. Tomorrow will probably slip back a little, but look at this to wrap up the week. A surge of warmer than normal weather will encompass much of the midsection of the country. We are thinking, though, that next week, that's going to be a change here. Probably around Monday, a cold front and cooler weather will start to move back in. In the transition, there could be some rain. We'll be discussing that subject in the days ahead. 83 today, Sioux Falls. 84 in Pier, 83 degrees Rapid City, so well above the normals for this time of the year. And the 7-day forecast, while we do cool back a little bit here tomorrow to 74, we're back in the upper 70s and windy on Thursday, and then off into the 80s for the weekend. And there's your chance of rain Monday. Could be a couple thunderstorms if we manage to slow down that frontal boundary. Highs in Aberdeen until, well, at least day 7 in the 70s and 80s, so very warm weather for this time of the year. Pier, Central South Dakota, same idea. 73 tomorrow as we're slightly cooler, but back in the 80s on Thursday and Friday. Rapid City also looks like a return to 80-degree weather Thursday and Friday. Check out the latest on the conditions here with our Storm Center update right now at KELOLAND.com, and have a great day.